Pacquiao, you're not on my level. Manny Pacquiao, you will never be on my level, period.
Do you believe you can beat him this time, being 100% healthy?
It's okay to be number 2. It's okay to be right behind.
Fight fans, welcome back.
You mentioned a rematch, you now just say no rematch. Is there any possibility that down the line you would reconsider?
No, I don't want to do business with them anymore.
There's a lot to unpack this year already, so get yourself comfy.
Yeah, bring your ass over here. I got a lot to say.
Why is now, 11 years after the first fight, why is now the right time?
When you made your 2026 wish lists at the start of the year, you were probably thinking Benavidez Bivol, Boots Ortiz, and maybe even Fury Joshua.
The next fight, we're getting the fight that was supposed to happen.
But what you probably didn't expect was for a record-breaking rivalry to reignite.
To put this in perspective, this is a Super Bowl, World Series, World Cup, all rolled into one 12-round fight.
And for pride, legacy, and for one of the sport's most important zeros to be back on the line.
It feels like such a massive risk though, Sean, even for Floyd.
Honestly, me neither. But Netflix are on board, exhibition terms are scrapped, and the danger is real again.
I think anything Floyd Mayweather sets in his mind that he wants to do, he can do.
Floyd Mayweather, the kind of fighter that's never had a week off in his life, against Manny Pacquiao, the kind of fighter that, if he has, will make him pay.
Crowd is going wild. Hard right hand by Pacquiao, but that left hand landed for Pacquiao and maybe hurt Floyd Mayweather.
So hit thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already, because September 2026 will have the whole world's attention, whether we like to admit it or not.
You said you never wanted to win a fight so bad as you wanted to win this fight.
Welcome to a Motivedia presentation.
We do.
But yes, it was announced today that Floyd
versus Manny Pacquiao 2
in Vegas, September 19th,
2026 at the Sphere in Las Vegas.
Oh, is that the Sphere?
Yeah. Oh, so that's news to you right there?
Yeah, that part's news.
As fans of the sweet science, not much surprises us anymore. But seeing the man who continually laughed his way to the bank return for a pugilistic payday loan has baffled even the most cynical.
He is in a lot of debt, and despite the fact that he made over $1 billion.
I'm like, how could he be broke? He's like, yo, he spends like crazy.
When people say, oh, he's a coward,
He can't take his kids alone to school by himself. He's a little scared man. He's a very small, scared man. You know, I really laugh about it because I say, I don't mind being a rich coward.
Both men have earned in excess of $500 million. But for Floyd, the ego gap makes the rerun a bitter pill to swallow.
Money made all day.
Are you serious?
I like 80,000.
You love money, right? I mean,
it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. Money isn't everything. Money is the only thing. You heard that?
In contrast, there's a Filipino proverb about imitating the rice stalk. The more grains it bears, the lower it bows. And the more accolades Manny's achieved, the more humble he's become.
And are you now the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world?
Good evening, everybody. Thank you
for the support of all
the fans who always support us in boxing, especially to the Filipino people.
I'm really appreciative of your effort to come here.
We have the job to do in the ring, but after the fight, we're all brothers and sisters,
Today, Floyd can leave the ski mask at home because his Filipino counterpart, second time around, will be no simple smash and grab.
You're fighting Manny Pacquiao again. What is everybody going to tune in to see? Whether you 48, 58, 68?
Yeah. He became like this guy and everybody wanted to see him get beat.
Finally, is this the time when we finally get to see that asterisk where he gets the loss finally? Everybody going to tune in to see.
But before we run a mileage check and shake down on both men to see what's really left in the tank, let's quickly look back at simpler times to 2015, where the pair first faced off.
You and Floyd Mayweather, what are your thoughts about that fight right now?
He's going to fight me? Yes.
Back then, a night billed as At Last was already running 5 or 6 years too late.
Yes, at last, it's Floyd versus Manny. The time has come for the fight that we've all been waiting for.
And here comes the title card that you thought you might never see.
And while the majority blamed Mayweather's careful maneuvering,
Do you think he's been ducking you all these years?
Well, I think it's time for him to say yes because of the calling of the fans.
four men shared star power to create a spectacle in a complete league of its own, even for those who thought they'd seen it all before.
Back in 2002 when you fought Mike Tyson, compare the magnitude of this event.
Well, it's definitely bigger.
This is the biggest fight and the biggest promotion that I've ever seen.
Both fighters had claims to win.
Do you see weakness in Floyd Mayweather's fight game?
Yes, I saw a lot of weaknesses from him.
And both sets of fans had reason to believe them.
Mike Tyson, quite vocal about his opinions regarding this fight.
Yes, on record, it looks like Pacquiao has a really great chance. So if Floyd wins this fight, everybody have to, hail him to be the king.
So far, they're fighting right down the middle, and there Mayweather has an advantage because of his length and his height. And he lands one. The crowd roars in appreciation.
Despite the crowd noise, early momentum favored the sharpness and precision of Floyd, slowing the pace with the jab and making statements with the right hand.
Hard right hand again by Mayweather.
Leading to some early concerns in the Pacquiao corner.
You can't help but notice that already in Manny Pacquiao's corner, he looks a little bit crestfallen, a little bit disappointed.
Despite being lulled into Mayweather's tempo, the Filipino still had his moments.
And that comes straight down the middle, although that left hand landed for Pacquiao and maybe hurt Floyd Mayweather.
And by the middle rounds, the concern had switched from red to blue.
I'm telling you right now, they're going to take this fight from you. What's wrong with you, man?
Floyd Mayweather Sr. extremely unhappy in the corner with his son.
From here, it really could have gone either way, but the more economical, composed operator began to drift ahead.
Right hand by Pacquiao as Mayweather was trying to get away.
As timing continued to beat speed, and career-low accuracy and output numbers afforded the American a relatively comfortable closing few rounds.
And in Grand Rapids, Las Vegas, and everywhere where the money team is revered, the celebration is probably beginning.
Still undefeated,
There was no disrespect in the immediate aftermath, but post-fight revelations left a bad taste.
Wasn't bothered me that the loss right now because I fought a good fight, even though I hurt my shoulder. I didn't complain in the ring. And
now to the major new twist tonight after the big fight. It involves Manny Pacquiao revealing a shoulder injury. He says it prevented him from beating Floyd Mayweather.
Manny Pacquiao, after the fight was over, blamed his performance on his shoulder.
Excuses, excuses, excuses. I knew it was coming. I knew it.
But, making excuses after for your loss and not giving Floyd his credit from beating you, man.
But it didn't really matter, because Floyd, as far as the rivalry was concerned, was headed off into the sunset.
So do you think he'll run from you outside the ring now? That he'll run from the rematch?
That's what I believe.
Could you, under any circumstance, see the rematch with Manny Pacquiao?
Is there any possibility that down the line you would reconsider?
No, I don't want to do business with them anymore.
In boxing, 10 months can completely flip the landscape, so 10 years makes 2026 unrecognizable to the Showtime spectacle of yesteryear.
Sugar Ray Leonard told me this when I went to his first retirement in Baltimore.
So now, America's heartthrob is back in training, looking ahead to one of the most celebrated comebacks in the history of boxing.
And he talked about fighters never retire. The phone stops ringing.
People throwing crazy numbers at me to stay in the sport. 9 figures up front. Numbers have came at me, but I'm just, right now, I'm okay.
In the meantime, their activity and competition has spoken volumes. For Manny, the elite-level roller coaster continued for another 4 years.
And we were wondering, how can a guy who's still able to do that against an opponent as good as this walk away from the sport when it seems like you still like to fight?
And we've not really seen Floyd in a serious setting since.
And with that vacation that I had time to reflect on everything. But I'm back, and I'm better than ever.
Because with his 50-0 record capped off by an Andre Berto whitewash at the MGM,
I'm not the same fighter I was 2 years ago. I'm not the same fighter I was 5 years ago. I lost a step. A fighter like Andre Berto don't even supposed to go the distance with Floyd Mayweather. So like I said before, it's obvious I'm slipping a little bit to even let a fighter like that go the distance with me.
and a 2017 Conor McGregor bank robbery at the T-Mobile.
When you look back, what do you want people to remember Floyd Mayweather by?
Well, just know that I went out 50-0, and in my last fight, I gave him a bang.
The punishment, Conor McGregor's game effort is over.
Any real legacy-altering risks were nullified, and all work became easy work as the exhibition route began.
I'm doing exhibitions, and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing exhibitions and getting 100 million?
But the truth of the matter is, Floyd will not have fought a real boxer in 3 years. Meantime, Pacquiao will have fought 3 or 4 times against real world-class fighters. So Pacquiao is the active, sharper fighter by the time he fights Floyd in a rematch, and Floyd would be in danger of being stopped.
Despite a controversial loss to Jeff Horn, 2018 saw Pacquiao beat Bradley, Vargas, and Matisse.
What do you think about Floyd being ringside?
That's great. I didn't know he was there, but I think that's good because, again, I want that fight really bad. I was really, I thought we didn't fight the best fighter that night, and the way he's punching tonight, I think there'll be a different story.
And he does it sensational as good as he has looked from start to finish as we have seen in recent years.
Y'all gonna remember this?
Elsewhere, Floyd knocked Tenshin Nasukawa all over the ring in Japan for a $9 million check.
But I think that left hand to the temple is what did the real damage. Then there was a big right hand afterwards that dropped him. I just think he was out of his league.
Exactly.
Way out of his league. A lot of people think that was a fixed fight.
Before a 2-year hiatus, an age-defying 2019 saw Manny beat Broner and Thurman.
It's proven that you don't gotta throw a lot of punches to beat Manny Pacquiao. You might only have to throw one. That will go to sleep.
Broner is Broner, and he run his mouth more than he fight.
As quick and powerful and explosive as I've seen him look since pre-Floyd Mayweather fight, he looked 10 years younger than age 40.
Floyd Mayweather, co-promoter here this evening, in the house, watching and assessing you. Will you fight him next? Do you want that fight?
You know, tell him to come back to the ring, and then we will fight.
While Floyd, more interested in the prize than the fighting, opted for a bizarre Logan Paul exhibition that certainly did his bank account more favors than his reputation.
First of all, Floyd Mayweather's retired, and he's never coming out of retirement. He already made that clear. Yes. That was not Floyd Mayweather in a professional prize fight.
Left hook by seconds left here, marching him down. Peekaboo guard. That's what he's doing.
It was Floyd Mayweather in an exhibition which he deemed entertainment. He told everybody ahead of time what it was going to be.
He did.
This is no buyer beware. He told you.
Fans eating it up as Floyd Mayweather allowed.
I said that fight.
Did Floyd impress you, or did he look like he lost his style?
No comment about that.
2021 looked like the end for Manny in a professional capacity, with world title ambitions falling away as Ugas capitalized on Spence's misfortune.
Wow. If there was any doubt about how special Pacquiao was, that fight should remove it.
You wonder how much energy does this man have at the age of 42. Exchange now. Maybe this is Pacquiao's chance.
Yeah, in a loss. Yeah, at 42. You got to be damn special to perform at that level the way he did. I thought he was tremendous.
How will this performance influence your decision to either come back to the ring or retire?
Right now, probably thinking about retirement.
After tonight's performance, Manny Pacquiao, think we see the last of him?
No.
You don't believe so? Why is that?
From here, Pacquiao also dropped into the exhibition setting, beating DKU in Korea and then Enpo in Tokyo.
Manny, stop! I got kids!
And DKU goes down.
Manny, stop it! He dropped him! Oh my God! Manny, what are you doing? It's an exhibition!
Do we want to see Manny Pacquiao in another unique matchup like this? Is a resounding yes.
100%. After seeing this, I don't think Mayweather would accept it. I can't see him beating Pacquiao.
While across the Pacific, Mayweather played with old teammate Don Moore, refusing to sit between rounds and talking to commentators mid-fight for another 8-figure payday.
This is one of the things that Floyd does best, by the way, is psychological warfare.
I do that.
Can he save this guy?
But this is where it gets interesting. Because as Floyd continued to move down the gears, replacing kickboxers and ex-sparring partners with influencers, Manny put up another freak of nature performance against Mario Barrios.
We're going to show it to the world that boxing is still alive and kicking. And Manny Pacquiao is still here. And all I can say is, I'm back. Thank you.
At age 46, the first Hall of Famer to come back and do it. Or will Mario Barrios send everybody home sad?
The decision is a majority draw.
The people wanted him to win because they want the rematch with your father, Mayweather. Is that still on the table after this? What do you think?
I don't know. You gotta ask him.
A night that provided just the right amount of question marks to bring us back full circle.
I say Pacquiao is sharp and ready and in shape and has been ready for this fight for 11 years.
I got a feeling that it doesn't matter that Manny's been a little busier than Floyd. I got a feeling that they both have gone beyond their peaks and they're both probably at the same level, if anything.
But Floyd Mayweather also had another announcement, which was he's returning to professional boxing, not exhibition, but actual sanctioned fights after the exhibition with Mike Tyson.
Any chance that you would take a professional bout in the future after Mike?
It's on it. It's on it. It's been talks. It's possible.
Before he wants an exhibition with me, but I disagree, and I want to fight with exhibition with him. I want to fight a real fight like this.
So fun, so easy. Easy payday, easy check, easy opponent. That's all I do.
But today, as often the case, money is the motive. And seeing professional records placed on the line, considering how many looked for a 47-year-old, has certainly raised a few eyebrows.
I don't think Floyd gonna get in that ring unless he knows that he can be somewhat of what he's been. But you know, when you ain't boxing a while, man, this ain't like it's different, man.
The good news is that we're almost guaranteed to get a better showing second time around, even now.
These two are fighting now in this era, and still there's nobody that's passed either one of them.
But it's a legacy versus money trade-off, because despite a 3-fight lineup at the time of writing this, that could launch Floyd back onto the Forbes list in nostalgic fashion.
They list the highest paid athletes, and I guess when your nickname is Money, you're going to wind up at the top of the list.
It should be no shock that 1 and 2 are Mayweather and Pacquiao.
Pacquiao's activity against current world champs could also represent Money May's biggest chance of losing.
Can Manny outlast Floyd? That'll be the question.
Right now, who you think will win?
And put one blemish on Floyd's record. That's why you're watching this.
Pacquiao has a great chance of winning the rematch.
Mayweather's Mayweather, you know, he's always good. He stays in shape.
You get an awesome fight.
You have to go with Manny though, right?
Yeah.
You have to go with Manny. He's been
Of course.
When I'm out in them wild boys, blunts and fillets. When I'm out in LA.
Side by side, Floyd's stats have always given him the edge on paper. 2.5 inches taller and with 5 inches longer reach, and a style that plays to all his advantages. Combined, they've won 112 fights between them, and any digits outside of that belong to Manny.
Beat me. Can't no fighter beat me. Can't no fighter beat me. Ain't no fighter better than me.
No fighter is better than me. They fighting every day. They in the gym every day. Just give me 6 weeks, and I got it. Give me 6 weeks, and I got it.
The KO percentage has moved a little closer, with Pacquiao only having 1 KO in his last 18 fights, dating back to Cotto in 2009.
He wasn't afraid to walk into the wheelhouse of Miguel Cotto, a welterweight with a heavier punch, and duke it out with him one-on-one. To the point where, dare I even use a Muhammad Aliism, this was a one-sided whooping by the end. It really was.
When will it ever end for Pacquiao? There is no limit, it seems, to what this man can do. Even when tragedy strikes.
Having entered the paid ranks within a year of one another, this will mark their 30th year as professionals. But with that extra activity, the Filipino now has 113 extra rounds in the bank.
You're a 46-year-old man, and you had stamina back like when you were 35. How did you manage to pull that off?
And since you can probably count on your hands how many times Floyd's beat, hit clean, or buzzed, it's Manny that's certainly taken the more punishment over the years.
The number of really hard, on-the-money shots that have been landed against him, but Manny Pacquiao got in the left hand. That makes the list.
Floyd don't take much punishment either.
I think it's going to
take much punishment.
Yeah.
You don't know if he's going to take those reflexes slow down.
Logan Paul has survived the whole way through.
You still hold out hope, though, that he's going to change his mind and fight you again?
I don't know, because I'm still active and he's retired, so I think we don't need to bother him.
With Hatton calling time in 2012, Marquez bowing out in 2014, Mosley in 2016, Cotto 2017, and Guerrero up until 2023, Mayweather and Pacquiao represent the 2 remaining names of a thriving welterweight era that puts today's to shame.
Especially boxers, because it's a hurt business and these guys can wind up compromised later in life. And yet that kind of performance has me feeling as though I'm trying to talk them into continuing fighting, you know, in the post-fight interview.
And honestly, at 47 and 49, we're heading towards uncharted territory, especially when it comes to the 147-pound division. A place where very few have been, and a place where it all looks nice and rosy until that inevitable moment comes.
I watched Bernard Hopkins fight so late into life, right? In his late 40s. It looked like he could go forever. He beat Tavares Cloud. I called that fight. In what major sport does someone perform like this on this level at this age? But by the time he beat Tavares Cloud, I want to say he's 47, 48, and I'm like, he could do this forever. Then he fights Joe Smith.
Special. Common.
There's a reason you've never seen a 50-year-old win a fight at this level. Good puncher, but not on a Hopkins level. And had he been 49 when he fought Joe Smith, I still think he would have won.
Possible opponent.
Big right hand.
He's out. Outrageous.
He got knocked out of the ring, the way like Rocky Marciano did Joe Louis.
Lewis sails through the rope.
And it's over. It's over, and it's going to be a knockout victory for Joe Smith.
He got knocked out of the ring, out, by a guy who really is not on his level. In other words, there comes a time where no matter how good you are, you just can't do it anymore.
You know, Hopkins, you know, we don't know what the future holds for us. You know, I know he's 48, 49, I'm 37. We're almost 200 years old.
So I know they're around the same age, but in fact, Floyd is 48. He's 48, and Pacquiao is still competing at a world-class level. At a certain point, is Floyd just even too old to compete in a boxing ring?
You guys fight. Do you believe you can beat him this time being 100% healthy?
I know I'm the better fighter. We fight 10 times, I'm gonna win 10 times. We fight 20 times, I'm gonna win 20 times. We fight 100 times, I'm gonna win 100 times. Manny Pacquiao he's not a better fighter than me. Nowhere around the board.
We'll make a more detailed assessment as we get a little closer, but having worked smarter, not harder, throughout his career is what might lead to more easy work for Floyd.
If I take Floyd Mayweather in his absolute prime, and I take Manny Pacquiao in his absolute prime,
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd still beats him.
Floyd beat everybody.
Floyd, man, that boy, man, that's the GOAT, man. That boy bad.
I know, Floyd got his number.
Yeah?
Yeah, Floyd got his number. There's not gonna be anything different.
Style that holds up to Father Time much better, with an economical mindset and a body with zero signs of neglect.
Oh, he's slick. He's still slick.
He's so slick.
With Manny, we kind of know what we'll get. And his sign of hope comes from the punch stats he's continued to deliver, despite a style prone to getting old overnight.
I can't believe he's 40 years old and still fighting like this.
Almost 700 punches thrown against Thurman.
He may not have the quick legs anymore, but he's got those fast hands, and nobody...
800 against Ugas.
He's moving in with the feet while he's punching at the same time. He doesn't stop punching.
And then almost 600, most recently, against Barrios.
This is the 9th round. He's throwing a lot of punches. He's moving a lot. It almost looks like this is the younger guy. He's a 46-year-old man.
A surge back toward the kind of numbers that would give Floyd a little more trouble.
You have to double his pace. Yes. You have to fight twice as fast. You have to throw 60 punches when he's throwing 30.
Where were those combinations? And then the follow combinations and the follow combinations.
That's what Pacquiao knew he had to do. That's what he hasn't been able to do for most of the fight.
But hitting fresh air certainly dilutes those numbers if the footwork, reflexes, and awareness of Floyd are still firmly intact.
It's not just how fast he is, but his reaction time is like, dude, it's like beyond. You blink your eye and he's already reacting. The guy, that's what happened with Pacquiao too. You got a guy that can react like that, freezes you up.
Another dose of nostalgia did come from mitt work with Lee Kai, the son of Roger Mayweather.
His uncle and trainer Roger completed a 6-month jail sentence for a 2006 assault conviction. Hours later, with his young son Lakai in tow, he is back on the job.
Watch it. I step back like I have my distance. That's why I step. See, I have my distance. Fighters don't know their distance.
But from the few clips we've seen, as always, there's been very little giveaway.
You would even fight him today? You win your fight. If he said, hey, Manny, I want to fight, you going to fight?
Even here.
Yeah, that fire never dies, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We are ready for the main event of the evening.
Another positive is the shared spotlight.
Mayweather and Pacquiao was easily the biggest fight of its era, of the generation.
These kind of events help light the pathway for stars of the future. And just like Tank did on the Mayweather-McGregor undercard of 2017, a night that didn't exactly go to plan.
Yesterday at the weigh-in, he came in 2 pounds overweight. He's been stripped of his title. The kids will tell you. Oh, and the fight has been stopped. Well, the fans who saw the replay not impressed with this outcome.
Kermel Moton and Emmanuel Jr. will get their first taste of the big stage.
There's a good percentage I'm gonna be on the undercard. I don't see why not. And hopefully, I can get a Filipino fighter or something, do something like that, I'm with it.
Floyd hasn't touched gloves with another world champion in over a decade. And while he always learned from his rematches,
it's not a problem. We can do it again in September if he feels that he wants. Done deal. Rematch September.
that first fight is a distant memory. So with this representing that one wrong that Manny has always felt he could put right.
Sean, do you think Manny looks at this like, I want to kind of get my get back here? Like I lost that fight. I felt like I wasn't healthy. Does he have that going?
100%. Yeah, 100%.
We could genuinely still see something frighteningly close to world level.
This is the ultimate, because it's the unknown. Every other sport, they're going to play 48 minutes or 60 minutes, but this could be 12 rounds, it could be 12 seconds.
The fighting pride of the Philippines.
Two fighters with every right to look rusty given their age.
Really needing no introduction the world over.
But every intention of doing damage given their pride, their passion, and their purpose.
You continue to keep calling me and asking me for interviews, and I'm gonna come back to the sport of boxing and continue to dominate.